Gangsta Kim. Hey YouTube, so today is my first official video. This video will be about my self-growth journey, what I experienced, what I've learned, and just my opinion about my journey personally. So, I think I want to start with why I've kind of got into my self-growth journey, like what happened to me. Never done something like this before, so just bear with me. I will talk about things that happened to me because it's my experience and I should be able to say what I've went through. So 2021 and 2022, a lot has happened. There were a lot of changes in my life to where I wasn't able to have control of my life. I lost control of who I was, and I was constantly giving to everybody. For example, or kind of a little story time. I had a friend that I've known for a long time, who I won't really go into details about because that's their personal business as well, and I don't want to get sued just because I get famous. But I had a friend I was friends with for a long time who really, I don't think was a bad person, but they had a lot of stuff going on in their life, and I felt like because I was going through my own personal stuff, I was constantly giving to that person, just giving myself, giving so much of myself to try to make sure they're okay. And it got to a point, sorry, I was looking outside my window. It got to a point to where I was just giving so much of myself to where I was kind of getting irritated with that person. Basically, I was taking on that person's problems, and it kind of got to a point to where I couldn't handle their problems and my problems. With that, we kind of ended that friendship. Well, I kind of ended it in the sense of I changed my mind about being their friend. I was really at a low, and I was healing or getting over a situationship, which I will talk about next. And I needed somebody to kind of be there for me emotionally, and during that moment, we kind of fixed things. This story is not detailed, and I don't want to go into details with the whole story, but basically, after we kind of got cool, I didn't feel right. I didn't feel like it was back to normal. I wasn't comfortable with talking to that person or having that friendship again. So I ended up changing my mind, which I feel like, honestly, the me before, after that situation, I felt like I was in the wrong. But now looking back, I feel like it's okay for a person to change their mind. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I just think we were trauma bonding, and I feel like I outgrew that person. Well, I missed the good parts about the friendship, but I don't think I could ever be their friend again. I'm learning that some people are here for a reason and a season. I just realized like we just were trauma bonding, and I couldn't do it anymore. So I have to leave them where they at or whatever. So while that was happening, my whole life kind of changed. Family problems, family stuff was going on too. And I was in a situationship with somebody who made me believe that they liked me. And it kind of threw me off because one, I was settling. I was bored, or I don't know what I wanted from that situation, but maybe I wanted some attention. But I thought he was different. in the sense of how we communicated. He made it seem like he was obsessed with me, and I think I liked that in the moment, but that was a red flag. We were only, well, no, we went on dates too, but I would go to his house, and it's a lot of embarrassing stories with him, but I was settling for less because one, it wasn't good. Two, he wasn't even really all that. Three, he was shorter than me, and that's not like a problem. It's just I could have done better. I think I just like our communication. He was he was nonchalant. Yeah, he didn't want to change and he didn't want to heal himself, and I kept trying to heal him, but I didn't even like him until he kind of told me he liked me. After he told me he liked me and he went to school somewhere else, that's like kind of far. I'm not gonna tell y'all what school or where he went to. I told him I wasn't waiting for nobody, or because he wanted to like have a relationship after he graduated or whatever. But I'm like, we're both in school, like, make it make sense. But I thought he was obsessed with me because of the things he would do. Like, I would catch him staring at me. He would smell my hair, and yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot with that, man. He had a freak Twitter, and anybody that has a freak Twitter that's a red flag for me. I think that's a red flag for everybody, but yeah, he had a freak Twitter. I didn't mind because I wasn't taking him serious. Because I was stuck at freak Twitter. I seen that he posted about a time that we hooked up, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of was like, I kept seeing this one page, right? Now, mind you, before we kind of hooked up, I didn't care if he was talking to other people or hooking up with other people. Now that you should care about. So I guess he went to Vegas with this boy. Now, mind you, the boy lives out here, and he's gonna get brought up in the story again. So later on, like closer to when he left, or after he said he liked me or whatever, dang, what happened? I can't think. I only can't think because I'm talking to y'all, and if like I was talking to a friend, it would be different, but I really can't think right now, so I'm trying. So I kept seeing this one page he keep liking on his Twitter, and he liked the boy's page on his main Twitter, right? So I'm doing like a little investigations, and I found out, actually, he told me. That's how I found out. Because I'm like, I told him like, I'm not a choice. I'm not a second choice or second option. And he could basically tell me that he and the boy hooked up. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, you posted him on your freak Twitter and you posted him on your main Twitter, like, flirting and talking about sexual stuff with other people on Twitter. Mind you, the boy's not ugly. He wasn't ugly. But, yeah, I found that out, and I kind of I do this thing where I block people, and then I blocked him, but I was really at a low to where I lost myself. Now, mind you, now I got to go back into the story. So before that situation happened, that's where we kind of stopped talking because I blocked him and then unblocked him, and then he just didn't reply, and I was sending paragraphs, and I won't do that ever again in life. And if I do, y'all gonna have to get me. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so when he went to school, I was telling him, like, I don't want to wait for a relationship, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So we end up not talking, right? So 7 months go by, or a few months go by. Mind y'all, I was in my, like, spiritual era, thinking I don't know how people feel, what they think, connection stuff, whatever, right? So one morning I was like, oh, I'm missing him. I was thinking about him. And then he texts me. And I'm like, dang, that's crazy. This man really texted me. But now looking back, I feel like the universe did that on purpose. And I feel like the universe was kind of being messy. Because why would you let this man text me, knowing I was healing. I was going through that depression. But yeah, he texted me, then we started talking again. Because I actually was like, I don't think I want to go there with him. Like, I didn't want to have a relationship with him. And I don't want to say step for myself, but I kind of chose not to, you know, continue that, whatever. But we could have been cool. Like, we could have been friends, right? So why this man begged me, right? Like, he called me, and what he said, he was like, he sounded sad. He was like, you know, I really want to, I can't do no sad voice, but basically he was like, this story is really everywhere. The next time I do a video, I'm gonna write this out because my brain. Basically, he was talking about I really want to, like, I wish I could have got with you and black begging or whatever. So that kind of made me, I felt bad, and I kind of changed my mind. And he was basically like, oh, you know, are you sure? I should have said, you know what, I don't want to. But it took me 4 days. It took 4 days for that situation to end, because I kept changing my mind. I kept asking him questions. I was really like fighting with myself, trying to figure out, like, should I stay with him? Should I not? And I think that was getting to him too. But I think also the attention he was giving me was like, we wasn't even talking that much. So why would I stay in something and you not, it didn't make sense, and you already for it, so come on now. I really lost myself in that situation, like, to the point, well, even before, after he told me he liked me, I was having like anxiety attacks. I was like depressed because I'm trying to understand how you want to build a relationship, but you're not even talking to me, but you posting on Twitter, like, you flirting with people when you just doing whatever. So, yeah, I was depressed for a few months. Started doing therapy. I had a mental breakdown. I'm not gonna lie, during that situationship, I was messing with other people trying to get over the first person. So I end up finding somebody else. Now, was it a planned hookup? No. I did not want to hook up with this man. I thought it was just giving chill, not just chill, no Netflix. But I don't know. I don't even think it's me at this point. I just think guys just want anybody and anything. Cause I'm trying to figure out what's going on to where you want to pounce on somebody or just like. But at the same time, I should have known, because it's like after whole hours and I'm going to his house. So, but look, I'm young. I'm not dumb. I'm young. I never experienced this. I don't have a lot of experiences with guys. I don't talk to guys like that. But I'm not getting into details, but I will say that it was, to me, he was like a film top. But he was very aggressive. When I hook up with people, I'm very like vulnerable and very open, so I don't really do that with everybody. And he's seen a different side of me, because I did have body dysmorphia. I was insecure about my body. I ended it because I was trying to be his friend, and he was talking about some other stuff, not friend-wise. He wanted to hear something or do something else. So no, I should have, right there, I should have left it alone. Don't have each other on social media, because we kind of got into it about social media. Not into it because I wasn't taking it serious, but I did unfollow them because I don't like following people I hook up with. That's weird. So we never followed each other on social media. We just had each other numbers or whatever. So we stopped talking, I guess. In my mind, I'm like, we don't talk. We're not friends, so it wasn't no beef or nothing. We just don't talk.
Hey YouTube, I was editing my video and
there was a situation that I brought up that I had to remove, and I was talking to my mom about the situation, and I realized that I was wrong in that situation, and I overreacted, um, and I just like kind of realized that I overreacted in that situation, and I do want to say that I can admit when I'm wrong. And if I had, well, I don't want to say if I had the chance, because I can text those two people that were in the situation and apologize, but I'm apologizing in this video. And if they see it, they see it. If they don't, they don't. They probably won't, because I kind of removed them from my social media. But I just want to say that I can admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong in how I reacted and how I just assumed um, that that they did what they did or what I thought they did. But yeah. So if this video, some of the parts is like off, is because I had to remove some stuff. And yeah, so I hope you guys like the rest of the video. So all these things are happening all at once, and I was tired, y'all. I was tired of going through this, and this all happened all at once. And during this journey, which kind of started in therapy. Now, mind you, my therapist is cool. I forgot her name, and I'm bad with names, but she's a white woman. She got a black name, so, well, no. The rest of my journey was kind of me kind of doing it on my own, because I can't count on her to help me kind of get through it. So after all that, I was venting to her, and she was getting me through those emotions and stuff. I didn't feel like anything changed. I started to kind of close myself off. Now this is kind of like before the journey actually started kicking in. So I was closed off. I felt like nobody was there. I felt alone. This video is a hot mess, and I don't know where I'm going with this, but basically what I learned from this journey is we were trauma bonding. Two people are a reflection of what you are. So those people were my insecurities, my abandonment issues, my non-existing self-love, because I didn't love myself. I just realized I had abandonment issues, and I was super insecure. And during this journey, I learned or realized those things. I realized why I am like, I don't want to say boy crazy, but why I lose myself in guys, because I look for love in them and not give that love to myself. So when I lose myself, I tend to like really, I realize I'm super emotional too, but I really like be super like depressed because I'm giving myself so much of myself to that person. And then I also realized the type of guys I would attract would be guys who aren't emotionally available. I didn't realize that sex isn't love or isn't connection. It's a part of love, but it's not like the main thing, if that makes sense. So I would have, I don't want to say have sex because I'm not a hoe, but I did some things. Not a lot of people, I can still count on my hands. A lot of y'all cannot do that. So I don't know why I just did that. Yeah, I would just hook up with people and stuff and lose myself because I wanted more from them. I didn't want to just have sex. I wanted a connection. I wanted love. I wanted intimacy, and I didn't find that in the right people. I just learned that I need to live my own life, love myself, give more to myself, appreciate myself, because nobody can love you like you love you. Okay, this is getting on my nerves. Changing is really hard, especially for me. Like, you really have to want to do it, and it takes time. Oh, I also forgot that I had self-hate. I do this thing where I'm like super hard on myself, and I'm working on that. Because I was a perfectionist, and I'm working really hard on that. Like during this healing journey, I wanted, you know how like on TikTok people be like posting their healing journeys. I wanted that. Like I wanted to show like, oh, I'm going on solo days and da 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 da. I realized or learned that I can still do those things, but not the way they're doing it. Out looking at somebody else's journey. And that's another thing. I was also comparing myself to everybody around me. And I had to like tell myself like, I'm on my own journey. Like I can't look at everybody else. Cause what I'm looking at, people, or what I'm doing, people might want to do that too. Like, this is unknown to this live video, but I'm a full-time college student, and I came in with a group of friends, and my friends, I think me and my other friend are the only two that are in school, and everybody else is doing their own thing. So seeing like your friends like going for their dreams, doing the work, putting in the work to reach their dreams, and you know, not doing school kind of affected me, because honestly, doing college full-time, not working, watching your friends make money is kind of depressing, because you want to be where they're at, if that makes sense. And this is why I don't hang out either, because I feel like I don't want to be the broke friend, or the friend that, you know, can't go to events or, you know, whatever, because I don't have money. And that's why I kind of don't go out. And I do really want to hang out, just not go to clubs or parties and stuff. I'm not a party person. I don't do clubs. That doesn't do anything for me. No, I had a bad experience. Not at club, but in Hollywood, I had a bad experience, and people just too touchy-feely for me. So I don't want to go near, no. But yeah, that can really get you. Well, it affected me. I feel like it might affect a lot of other people, because I feel like I'm not doing anything. But I have to remind myself, like, me being in college is really something big. And a lot of people might want to do what I'm doing, because college is a job. You just don't get paid. It's free labor. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but yeah, college is a lot of work, and it's not for the weak. Like, I just changed my major to advertising, and that whole time I was doing my first major, I was depressed because of other stuff, but I was depressed. Like, I was doing it just to get my degree. I wasn't doing it because I had a passion for it, if that makes sense. Like, the classes I was taking wasn't classes I wanted to take. Like, it was cool. The professor was cool. I just didn't have a passion for it. So that's why I chose to change my major, because I wasn't doing it for me. I was doing it for other people. Or yeah, basically I was doing that for other people. So I wanted to do something for me, you know? But yeah, I was comparing myself to people. I was looking at things like, for example, especially with social media, I had this problem that I'm currently working on. I feel like people now, I use a lot of hand movements. People value themselves based on the things that they have. And I would do that with like social media. Like, I would feel like, oh, I would be more important, or people would value me if I had this, and that. yeah, that's why I kind of stopped listening to Flo. I listen to them, but I listen to them like differently or from time to time. SZA, I was listening to her. I listen to her sometimes, but the main people was like Janae. I have a whole playlist like with Solange, the internet, like positive playlists. Like I try to stay with music like that because music does affect me. I use music to heal, but yeah, those are changes I've seen. Because before, when I was depressed, I was not doing anything. I was staying in my room, not eating on time, going to sleep late. I couldn't sleep because I was thinking about that person. Oh my God, I do this thing where if I can't sleep, I'm overthinking, and I am an overthinker. I do have a journal. This is my little journal. I do be writing sometimes. I can't write every day. I have to write when I feel something, but yeah, this is my journal. Dang, can y'all see? I wrote some stuff in here. Journaling when I started therapy. But yeah, that's my journal. I'll be writing in there from time to time, and I try to stay consistent. Now, I cannot lie. I am not consistent. I'm not perfect, but that is okay because I'm working on myself and I'm becoming a better person. Another change that I noticed when I'm super emotional, I would kind of, instead of like holding those feelings in, I would process them and I would ask myself like, what am I feeling? Why am I feeling this? Where's this coming from? And I've never done that before, and I'm trying to get better at doing that. So when I do feel a certain emotion, I could just kind of process it and get through that emotion. I'll be wanting somebody to like be like, hey, you know, you check in on me. And I was taking that personal because I'm like, are you my friend? Like, you know, I have to realize everybody have their own life and their own journeys. Like, life be life for everybody. We in our 20s, so I bet life is life right now. Got you on the chokehold, but yeah, stop taking things personally. Yeah, I guess that's it for this video. I should have did this way better, organized it way better. I will get better at this. That's gonna be another video, but I did want to like kind of briefly say like I wanted to do content creating, and I realized like I always been a content girl. I've been doing videos. I feel like a lot of y'all know when I was doing makeup and I did like my little tutorials. So I've always been a content person. I just was insecure with my voice and what I sounded like. But yeah, this is the end of this video, and I hope y'all see this different side of me. I hope I'm being more transparent, more vulnerable on this new journey chapter. And yeah, y'all can see more of my goofy, crazy, cool side, my little awkwardness, because I am awkward. I try not to be, but it just happens. So yeah, but that's it. I hope y'all like this video, and I guess tell me what else y'all want me to talk about. I don't want to do story times about drama and stuff because this is not what this channel is going to be about. I can do it, and I used to post so much tea, but I'm not that person no more. A lot of people know some stuff, and yeah, so I guess like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video.